Well, the danger may have subsided, but 2 days after that explosion rocked people near Prince George, we still don't know what caused the natural gas pipeline to rupture and whether there's enough natural gas to go around. Here's what we know so far. On Tuesday, stunned residents captured this cell phone video, one of many, of a fireball rising high above the trees. The explosion was from an Enbridge natural gas pipeline about 13 kilometers east of Prince George. No one was hurt, but about 100 people on the Clayton Reserve were forced to flee their homes. They've since returned, but the explosion has caused serious problems for BC's natural gas supply. The ruptured line is still down, and a second smaller line has been forced to operate at about 80% capacity for safety reasons. It's prompted FortisBC and now the Premier to ask you to limit your use of natural gas.
Fortis has advised me that there's concerns about supply, so I would appeal to people who are watching at home that they restrict the amount of gas they're using, if at all possible, until Fortis can be assured that supply will be coming on stream.
Just when that will happen, though, is still unclear. Enbridge says it plans to replace the ruptured portion of the pipeline, but it doesn't yet know when that's going to happen. For more on the plea to conserve, we turn to the CBC's Tina Lovegreen, who is talking with people trying to cut back.
It's unlikely BC will run out of natural gas now that that second pipeline is on again, but we are hearing that supply across BC is limited. How limited? Well, FortisBC says we have access to half the volume of what used to be available, which is why residents and industries across BC are being asked to cut back. It's lunchtime at Shogun, a Japanese restaurant in downtown Vancouver. That means it's rush hour. The stoves are usually burning bright and hot, but not this lunchtime. They've turned down the heat to save gas, and other restaurants have been told to do the same.
Conserve where you can conserve and do it now. And
BC's Restaurant and Food Association says the industry as a whole uses a good amount of natural gas. While they're not the largest users, they're trying to help save supply.
Turn off the stove when not using it. Use a microwave as an alternate to cooking when you don't want to cook with gas.
So these are the boilers for this building?
Schools and colleges are doing the same. At the University of the Fraser Valley's Abbotsford campus, all non-essential building heating systems have been shut off since Wednesday afternoon.
We've reduced consumption by about 85 to 90%.
Students were told to throw on an extra sweater.
Average room temperature across the Abbotsford campus is down by about 1 degree, so we're fortunate that the weather has actually cooperated.
The North Vancouver School District says it will also bring down the thermostat tomorrow, and the City of Vancouver has already done so at all buildings where staff work. While many people are moving their thermostats down, analysts at GasBuddy.com claim gas prices will move up.
It means that, of course, we are guaranteed to get a 4 cent a litre increase here in Vancouver, and there's probably an 80% chance that we're going to see yet another 4 cent increase come Saturday.
Now, we still don't know what caused the pipeline to rupture. Crews are trying to figure that out, but the RCMP says there are no signs of foul play. The investigation has now been handed over to the Transportation Safety Board. Dan?
Thank you, Tina.